I'm a real student of the game, real student, and my dad always knew that I was gonna be a hell of a fighter because I was a student that can learn all three ways, hearing, seeing, and doing.
Floyd, 1 week from tonight, you're going to get named the Fighter of the Decade 2010 at the Boxing Writers Dinner in New York.
Which I really should be getting Fighter of the last 2 decades, and you know that.
I'll put in the work. But what does that mean to you? I mean, obviously, you just talked about being remembered. You have been remembered as one of the greats of all time. When you take that award, what are you going to think of? What are you going to think of what you've accomplished in your career?
For the Fighter of the Decade, I'm the Fighter of the last century, honestly. And it's a reason why I'm the best fighter of the last 100 years. The credentials show it. And I went out there and showed it. What's better than going out there, being world champion for what, 20 years? Box office, I got the record. Pay-per-view, I got the record. I ain't want to. It's better to win half 5 world titles than 4 at one particular time. So, I mean, it is what it is. They're gonna always have their opinion about me. I'm always be who I am. I'm always speak from the heart, and know that when I went out there, I gave it 100%. Whether I was 100% when I went in there or not, I always gave it 100%.
Well, you just got done talking about it. A lot of these guys, including yourself, had to scratch and claw for that recognition. The fact that you finally got it at the highest level, does you take a big measure of satisfaction?
The best thing about my career was the bronze medal. Am I happy with receiving the bronze medal and not winning gold? Absolutely. The referee raised my hand because he thought I won. That same guy is, and I feel bad. That same guy I lost to is somewhat homeless. That's crazy. I wish him nothing but the best. I don't know why he didn't become a boxing trainer.
Floyd, it's a tough decision from my vantage point. Let me get your comment on the scoring.
I feel I won the fight.
Now, when you look at Todorov, a 3-time world champion, do you feel like he got some consideration from the judging? I understand how emotional you are right now, Floyd, with your family.
But I'm glad that the fight went like it went. It made me work that much harder as a professional not to feel that same pain again. It made me work harder. I know I won, but I didn't want to leave no doubt. And you see, all throughout my career, they've been trying to cut my throat. I fight Canelo, what they call it, a majority decision. Yeah. I fight Canelo. Some judge had it a draw. I fight Oscar. Somebody had it a split. Come on, man. Oh, it's not good for the sport of boxing. And we talked about this. The scoring. Scoring in boxing is getting worse. I don't like it. And I went to the WBC convention because, whether I want to or not, you guys may say this, but I'm still a face of boxing. And I'm going to go up. I went there to speak up for all fighters. I didn't go just to speak for black fighters. I went there to speak for all fighters and have all fighters back and say, these guys need to be treated fair.
Floyd, how important is it for you to stick up for fighters of all races? You seem to really frame that a lot in your conversation, that it's not just about a black or a white or a Mexican. You seem to care about boxing as a whole. Talk to us about that.
I mean, of course, because I have fighters from all walks of life. And you know what's so crazy that I laugh at every day? When sometimes they write these stories, they say, Mayweather Promotions, only fighter they got is Tank. If y'all think that, if y'all believe that, y'all can believe whatever y'all want to believe. Meaning that a fighter can't say, I'm doing business with Al Heyman, but I'm not doing business with Floyd Mayweather. Or I'm doing business with Floyd Mayweather, and I'm not doing business with Al Heyman. That PBC could be Pretty Boys champion, but we don't really want to tell y'all that. But Floyd, it is what it is. I'm just tired that a lot of times people send me these stories about what the media write about, and I mean, yeah, do racism go on within the sport of boxing? Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Floyd, one of the big things when I was growing up watching is that you took the B side to get to the A side, and it seems a lot of fighters.
No, don't do that.
Well, I'll let you finish.
Don't do that. Technically, they may put a fighter on the A side.
Right.
You always knew I was the A side for real.
Of course. But you played the politics in a while.
And just like, you know, throughout, I know eventually we're gonna do a huge documentary about my career, about my life, and I'm gonna go through all the ups and downs of my career, you know, and what happened, you know, throughout my career. You know, the ups and downs, but what happened throughout my career.
I just remember the Turogati fight specifically.
Yeah, that's one that racism plays a major role.
And,
Absolutely.
and you took the steps, to get to the position that a lot of fighters may not do what you did. Do you feel that's the case?
Yeah, money got taken away from me for that fight. Yeah, a lot of things happened, but I don't care. I'm the best. You can't stop me. You know, what's meant to be is meant to be.
Did that play a
Remember,
part in
all these fighters when they faced me, they was talented. I'm God gifted. That's the difference.
Did that play a part in you taking Arturo Gatti apart the way that you did? Did you come in a little angry or touched?
Never angry. Always keep your composure. Always keep your cool. I was on a mission, and when I'm on a mission, I mean, you could feel like you're the best, but when you face me that night, you're gonna come up short.